Hi, I'm Jennifer from Shabby Fabrics. I'm excited to share a new product with you that I found that I'm using now for my traditional applique. I use the spray starch and the freezer paper method. This is the CutRite heavy duty freezer paper. I'm in love with this product. I wish it was out when I first started doing the freezer paper technique for applique, because this would have been the only product I would have ever used. It's 3 times thicker than normal freezer paper. So if you've ever used freezer paper, you typically, in order to build any kind of bulk, any kind of sturdiness, you have to use multiple layers ironed together. This is almost as thick as cardstock. Hear that? It's incredible. In fact, they claim on the cover here, it's 3 times thicker than ordinary freezer paper. The sheets won't curl if you've ever used freezer paper, especially from the store. It just curls terribly with heat. It's reusable. It has a temporary adhesion to the fabric, which you're going to see. The sheets lie nice and flat. They're easy to store, and you can even use this in your inkjet printer. So that's wonderful. If you find a design online, or you design it maybe in a Photoshop or Illustrator, you can print your design right out on the freezer paper. So I love it. There's 25 sheets in a pack. While other packs might have more pages, one of their competitors has more sheets, you have to use 2 or 3 times. So the fact that you don't ever have to double this up, 25 sheets is going to go a long way. Now the quilt behind me is Blessings of Christmas Morning. We also designed that Blessings of Christmas Night. And the reason I have that up here is because we did do that quilt in traditional applique. And I want to show you how this actually performs using my favorite applique technique. And if you've never seen it, at the end of this video, we'll have the applique tutorial series. Just click on that, it'll launch. There's 8 parts to that. And at the step where I normally would double up the freezer paper, you can just skip that. You're going to only be using 1 layer of freezer paper. So I have my sealing iron heating up. My spray starch is in my cup. I have my stiletto, and I also have my stipple brush. So the first thing I'm going to do is just iron my template to the back of my fabric. These steps are all the exact same way as you'll see in the video tutorial. And then I simply come over and I cut about 1/4 of an inch away, just a visual 1/4 of an inch. But I'm just so impressed with this freezer paper. Again, I just had to share with you how amazing this is. You know, I was concerned that it was so thick that I wouldn't be able to see through to trace the lines on, and you know, it's fine. You can see the lines. Obviously having a light box is helpful, but not absolutely necessary. I definitely could see some nice dark lines showing through. So if you are going to be tracing something from a pattern, you will be able to see through. Now, taking this to my pressing mat, I want you to notice how hard I pull the fabric over the template, and how it just is so steady. It doesn't even begin to resist that pull or cave in. So I'm just coming in. I'm just doing a simple circle here, and you'll see how I pull firmly, and how it's just the crispest, most wonderful edge, and you can reuse it over and over again. I've reused some of these already 8 times over, and isn't that nice? You're not having to make a new template each time for shapes that are done more than once, because it's the making of the templates that's not my favorite part. So you can see how, as I continue around, how that is just so strong, so sturdy, and when you're done, you simply take it out and use it again. So be sure and go get yourself a pack of the CutRite heavy duty freezer paper. It's wonderful for applique, as you saw, and for any craft project.